Hello everyone and welcome to the brand new foraging update, where I will be discussing do I like it, do I don't, and the attributes. Let's cue the intro. Hello, there are many parts to the foraging update. Firstly, we have the park revamp. It's now been remodified and I don't know if it's worse or better, but it's new. There are many other things include this is the location. Very so I don't know. Interesting. Didn't know that. Anyway, this place is still here. You can still activate the rain over the pond if you want to fish a bit faster here, but I'd fish in the bio. There's no point fishing here. Then you've got some random pots. No idea what it is, but anyway, new area to mine birch. I'd say much better than the older part. And next we have the spruce woods. It's somewhat the same. However, obviously the Viking ship has been the Viking house has been moved. The house is still the same. He still has the same quest line. Obviously, Woods Racing starts here. I don't know the new route, but it's probably just like the same thing. You just aspect of the end over there, or Underpal. Spruce, about the same amount of trees, and then obviously the dark oak forest. A bit more trees, a small redesign, but it looks exactly the same. Obviously in here, this is one of the howling caves. There are many of them. They're kind of worse than they used to be, but I think it's fine. Obviously campfire trials, we all know these. And next we have obviously the acacia biome part. It's about the same. You still have the very expensive tactician guy. And obviously the Romero cave's been moved around somewhere around here. Obviously this person's still here. About similar place. And obviously next is the jungle. We all know this area. It's a bit better, way more trees. This is where you do a bit of the quest. I'm not going through a whole update, like playthrough, because I've already done a bit of it. Obviously here we've got the more howling caves. There are many howling caves, by the way. I don't know why they split them all up instead of making a better one, but obviously Juliet's still here if you need to do the quest still. Let's see, next we have to go to the new place, which is called Galatea, the main part of the island, which I remember where they go to. But you go down here, and it's somewhere around here. I will remember where it is. Trust me, I know where the Galatea is. Okay, it's down here. And obviously, warp to Galatea. This is the main island. It's pretty cool. You get a new wood type. This wood type is called Fig. And also, there's a special way how you break trees. When you break it, it will do this. Because basically, multiple players can contribute to the thing. And when you do mine trees, as you can see that, I've entered a contest which activates like every 20 minutes with a 1-minute break in between, not too hard. And then we've also got these bushes, which give forest whisperers. They also contribute towards the thing. And this is a random building. But anyway, this is the first area you go to. You've got the hunting toolkit, which is very useful. You have to, this guy is a quest. You have to talk to him a lot, and eventually you get to see what things there are. Read all about them, and then you've got hunting lessons. Obviously, if you want to check things out, and obviously the cloak, where you can check the progress on the milestones for that. This is where you want to salvage your god rolls, or old attributes anyway. God rolls and old attributes to the thing. This is any item I can show you actually, because I do have some items with attributes still on them, like this one. I haven't actually talked to this guy, but anyways, you can see you can transfer. Now, because this is so low, it's probably not going to give me any. Oh, it did. Well, that's good to know. Hold on, I need to do some thing. This needs to be moved back to here. Okay. Anyway, back to this. This is a person you can speak to, talk about attributes to, hunting toolkit. This is what this is. You can see various items from black hole, 2 lassos, fishing nets and hunt traps, and let's see, a hunt axe. Apparently this goes in here. Oh, it does go in there. Oh, okay. Anyway, and obviously you can store your item in it, which means you gotta be careful with this though, because I've got a giant sword in here. Well, you know, this item's not that rare. I don't know if there might be a wipe in the future or something, I don't know. Just put like any old sword in it will be fine. And this is the fusion machine. This is where you can fuse attributes together. So if I was to do this, I could get a bolt shard or burning soul shard. And there's many different combinations and you need a lot. So that's that. This is where you can upgrade your black holes. This is where you can buy a starter gear, sort of. This is where you get the canopy set, which is like your early game set. Around here we've got some more trees you can go to, more things. This guy talks to you about these guys which fly around, and obviously you can go around the map. This is the new campfire badge thing. Apparently it's based off of defense, and then at some point you like need a ridiculous amount of EHP, so it doesn't even matter anymore or something. Anyway, more trees obviously, and then there's other buildings like this person. This is the beacon thing. I still have no idea what I'm doing with it, but speak to him about the beacon. This is the new thing, new part, which you can apply to your tools. These are boosters. As you can see, you can apply boosters to all these items, like the tree capitator, the new armors, and the new equipments. And also talk to this person to buy a foraging fortune booster. Yes, foraging fortune. And up here we have an essence shop, foraging essence, because as you can see with my foraging axe, it's 5 stars because you can start it now. There's not much you can do with this yet. You can kind of just upgrade stuff, I guess. But this is forest essence. There's probably more in the future you can start, but it's just on this building. If you can't aspect the end up, you can go do the whole like parkour climbing up it. And then that's about it for those buildings. There are other buildings like over here. There's a house down here. These must be the other accesses to the other islands. And somewhere around here you will find a witch house, which is where you can give fish. So you know those fish you've been collecting, like Gabagool the fish? Well, you can put them in and get some like boosters to your character. It's really nice. Obviously next we have the mangrove area, where you can mine mangrove trees and go through the collection. And there's stuff like reforges and some equipment pieces. But this is an important thing. Here, right here, as you can see, this is an Agatha contest. Now, I really should be doing it, but just for the sake of the video, I'm going to show you what it does. So, the Agatha contest, you cut trees to earn points. You get 1 to 10 points from hunting creatures. Fishing, you get for a sea creature 3, for a treasure 5. For 1 catch, you get 1 point. For creature killed, you get 2. For Lashilak or sea loomies, you get 3 points or 2 points. And then these are all the brackets, which you can see: uncommon, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary. Now, legend is the one you want to get all the time, but sometimes you might not get it because you might be doing something random. But anyway, this is also really important because there is a shop which you can buy stuff. Currently, I'm kind of behind everyone, but I'm just taking a bit slow. As you can see, you can upgrade sweep, fortunes, and stuff. This is kind of like a mix of a Jacob's contest shop and other type of shop, which is really good, I think. And it tears up every time. You can see milestones. The way you get this is by you just level this up and you will unlock things. And later on there'll be things used as Starling prizes. You might have seen in the rewards there to buy things like shiniest, which you need for a special item. And as this is currently the sort of like commissions as well, so you get first 3 contests each day reward 12,000 Heart of the Forest EXP. Now there is one last area. Now I haven't done much of this area yet, but under here you can see there's a bunch of fish. There's a bunch of fish and stuff and things you can collect. As you can see, diver armor has had a revamp. As you can see, you now get still get things, but the point is pressure resistance, just like cold resistance or heat resistance or any other resistances. you can resist higher areas, certain areas better, as you can see under here. Now, even though this is a skyblock I'm highlighting, as you see there's a thing called sea lilies. Now these are things you need to collect underground, they're kind of annoying. But that's one of the things you can get. There's also little underground areas you can discover underneath here, because there's various little caves you can go in to go underground. As you can also see that as I'm getting pressure, I'm also dying, which is a key part. You'll be able to decrease that amount of time and stuff like that. You can see there's little creatures you can collect, fishes. Those can be collected with the fishing nets. I can showcase it, I guess. If we do this little fish here, as you can see, we'll say spin, and then they collect, and I got 2 cod shards, so you can hunt a bunch of those down. Also down here there's this shrine thing, there's the jade dragon egg, which is where you need the shiniest for, and various other bits and bobs. Next we should go on the other main part of the updates, which is the heart of the forest. Now, it is basically a copy-paste of Heart of the Mountain Tree, but I don't think anyone minds. It's like similar thing, you can upgrade abilities, go up tiers, and eventually obviously get Heart of the Forest 7 with different abilities. And this will probably be more beneficial later on, I think, but obviously right now sweep is kind of the best. Not the best, I mean, obviously it's the first thing you get, but in the future on the next 2 islands, there's probably these perks are probably going to become much more important, because currently you're not making much money on Ironman. On standard, obviously you can make money here, but it's not just from wood. They're probably really low as well. But we probably won't get money making until the last island. Now, actually, I'm going to show you how a contest ends. So first, I'm going to go back into my new foraging armor, which you can get through the Fig collection. These are called the Fig armor set. It has sweep, base sweep, and fortune on it, which is really good. Now, I actually think I'm missing some foraging fortune boosters on these, but I can get that later. It doesn't really matter right now. But as you can see, when I mine a tree, you saw another feature, you can get things called tree gifts. And this tree gift, you can get a thing full from it. And now's a good time to showcase the tool. This is a flanfair. You can catch it with your lasso. I know this is a weird time to be making this video, but might as well. And there you go, you reel it in and you get a shard. And ways you can do these to benefit the contest, but I'm just going to stay in uncommon and claim that later because it is just dailies. Anyway, another thing we should go over is collections. Now there's more collections. We've got sea loomies, lushy lac, vine sap, mangrove, tenderwood, and fig. Now in fig you can unlock the fig armor, this sparrow thing, which is a recipe. Okay, right, yeah. And then there's obviously the fig stone splitter, which is the new best axe, which is the first best one. It's slightly better than, well, it's better than a tree carpetator. Now the earlier version you can craft as well, using fig stones, which is just tier 3 materials, so 160 of enchanted. Obviously this is 160 as well. The fig hue, which is just 30 of these, not very difficult to get. You get the fig hue. Now in my opinion this is better than a tree cap, because you might as well just start using it and getting the wood bonus upgraded, because you do need a lot more from this, and might as well get head started on the logs. And yeah, obviously all of these have gemstones, slabs, blah blah blah. And as you can see, I have a thing on here called First Impression, which is one of the 2 ultimate enchants in the foraging update. This one's the better one. Originally thinking of doing like a blue egg thing, but missile isn't that good to be honest, so it's not worth it. Just use First Impression. Anyway, now I'm going to show you what claiming a contest is like, and we can go in here, and it's not ready yet, so let's just go over the mangrove collection. So in the in the mangrove collection, there is the mangrove grippers, which is the best gauntlets, which give 5 foraging fortune, 1 sweep. This is kind of expensive, I guess you could call it expensive. But you just need 6 manga cores. Sea loomies aren't that hard to get. Mangrove gem, this is groovy reforged with armor. This is the one you're going to use with armor. 6 foraging fortune at legendary. So not the best, but mangrove vine is a belt. 5 foraging fortune, 1 sweep. Easy recipe to get, not that expensive. Mangrove locket, that's the necklace. Not as expensive, you can see it's literally cheap as hell. And then, let's see, this is where you get travel scroll, really simple. And there is a thing from, actually thing to say is from each log type, from fig you get tender log, and from mangrove you get vine sap. Now from the tenderwood collection, there's not much. Actually no, there's this. There's the hunt traps, which are very important. Very, very important. And I haven't actually got any of these yet, but I should be able to craft them easily, yeah. Easy peasy. Like, these are really cheap. Okay, yeah, basically, these are what you use. Also, there's this, which is a talisman. Talismans are always great. This one, I think, goes up to blue. Yeah, it goes up to blue. It doesn't go up to epic. No, it just goes up to blue. And these just require tenderwood. For vine sap, oh, from vine sap, you need vine sap. This is where you upgrade your axe. Obviously, enchanted vine sap. It goes down, it goes down. Better, better, better axe. And then obviously the best axe is insane. Last collection, Nashilak. This is where you get your salts. What are salts? Well, salts are like potion effects you can equip, like a temporary one that's outside of God Potion. What it does is you can actually drop the attribute shards from mobs, which are really good. That's not much of that. Sea Louise, this is all to do with the underwater stuff, so this is where you upgrade your fishing nets, get more pressure from the pressure artifact sort of thing. See, this requires a lot of this, so yeah. And obviously the new best underwater exploration armor, which is the abyssal armor. Which looks really cool, I think, and this just requires giant sea louise and gill membranes. I'm actually really close, I could probably do this today. And apart from that, we can now claim the contest, because it should have been long enough. Boom! There's our daily bonus. As you can see, it gives foraged wizard tokens and foraging experience. And daily bonus. Now that's pretty much it for the basis of the foraging update. And now I think it's time we discuss the main thing that everyone's been overreacting and underreacting, or just saying it's mid about. And that is the attributes. See you when I talk about that in the next amazing transition. Hello! Hello, hello. You now join me on the Crimson Isle, where we're now going to talk about the attribute changes. Now, the best way I can show this is just to go over it a bit while I show you the new Blaze boss. It's not new, but they nerfed like the damage by 30% or something, so... and I can show you with my absolutely mid-Blaze setup, because I'm using a Wisp pet, because I have no dragons. We have tier 2 daggers that are not the greatest. And I've only like fiery boots, leggings with that I don't refrigerate them. And sort of chest plate, just you know, like basically vanquished, set all strengthened. This is quantum 5, like nothing special on the no prosperity. And yeah, let's go over to the I also need to start slide quests. Anyway, it's probably time to start talking. The attribute changes. I can't afford the quest. The attribute changes. The attribute changes. Now, some say they quit the update because the only thing they did was play Kudra and think Kudra was the entire game, so they quit because of the attribute changes. Even though you could probably do fine DPS without the lifeline anyway. One person could solo DPS without it, I'm pretty sure anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. You hear me? Now, one of the main things is that a lot of people, the attributes themselves are fine, there's a lot of grey ones and some weird ones, but the main problem was the compensation. That's right. Basically, you were given these feathers, which means from a god roll piece, depending on which armor piece and which roll, you got more or less, with the most coming from Magma Lord, the least coming from like a quad. The controversial part was that what the compensation was, which were feathers. Now, the feathers themselves weren't the component, I don't know, it could be some random item like, I don't know. But what really was the issue was, what could they compensate with? They decided to go with feathers and just feed RNG meter, and you can get them from tier 5 Kudra, and god rolls only, basically. And with that came some issues, you could say. And with those issues, are people complaining that it didn't, like, because obviously people spend billions on... I need my wither cock. People spend billions on, also there's a Lord Robus, so I'm gonna go find it. No clue where it is, I need to get my hotspot radar out anyway. What the problem is, they were angry that they didn't get their 8 billion coins they spent from Kudra back from it. Which is a lot of money, obviously. Oh, this guy's got it, okay. And they didn't get exactly the money they got back. And they made back some of it, obviously, because you could meet it, like, if you had enough, like, I think Swave, you meet like 9 handles, was it? Like, yeah, that's ridiculous. But also, what else could they really compensate with? Oh, hello. What I'm saying is, what else could have they compensated with? Oh, I died. What could have they actually compensated with? Because they could have done coins, but wait a minute, they'll just pump coins into the economy, which they already pumped anyway with the feathers. But what about the, what about just giving us, like, what could have they actually given back? Is what I'm trying to say here. What could have they actually given back? Oh, I'm sorry for the delay. What the hell just happened? Bruh. Stop! Oh my god, I hate modern Minecraft. Okay. What could have they actually done? Could they have just given us like how they're supposed to get back? If you think about it, what could have they given back? Like, there's not many options. All the RNG feathers were the best they could do. They couldn't have given back much. Like, what are you supposed to give back? Maybe you should suggest in the comments. There's not a lot they could have given. Because what are you supposed to give back after changing all the attributes? Think about it. Not a lot, is it? So, anyway, the other part of the attributes is that they're kind of nice having them globally activated. Now I'm maybe struggling with this because I'm not that good at players. I'm like not geared enough actually. Yeah, that's some sort right. Oh, I missed. Oh my god. Why did I? Never mind. Anyways, you can see I almost beat a blaze boss, but I accidentally right-clicked my Hyperion instead of my weather cloak. So, anyway, let's go over the attributes, the rest of them. And I don't want to wear the slow armor anymore. Anyway, honestly, I was having a hard time talking through it anyway, because I was kind of distracted. Let me put my stuff away. Stupid sword. I was so close as well. I hate how I didn't press my... Well, anyway, attributes. They're great. Let's go over them. Now, attributes themselves are from hunting. As you can see, I've got many here. Some maxed, some not maxed. And they come in rarities and sources, because they have different families. As if we see here, there's what family is this? It's not in the family. As you can see, there's the tropical fish family, the phantom family, shogun family, other families. Some don't have families, but some do, like reptile and demon. And the way to get these attributes are, apart from dropping them or opening them from chests and rewards, some you can drop from straight up just using the hunting tool. As you can see, we did it earlier with one of the creatures in the Foraging Island. But the important one for melee hunting, for most of them, is the pocket black hole. Now, there's one thing as well. I'm taking this item out because it's kind of annoying having it in there anyway. But we are actually going to equip our mage equipment because I'm going to show you how we're going to hunt. Bum bum ba. After miserably failing a blaze boss, we are going to fail at Barbarian Duke X. Aha! I hate making mistakes in pillar face. It's so annoying. Cause I. Anyway. So I hate how it's got a hole in my leg. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to sided and we're going to hunt a bit, I could say. Now, I'm gonna hunt something called the Barbarian Duke X shot, which adds more melee damage, and I'm gonna show you how you can hunt it easily. There are other things you can hunt, which I'm gonna show in a bit using the hunt axe. Now the thing is, you kind of just combo this with the black hole. There's nothing much to it. It's just the same thing over and over again. But I guess that adds the extra reward to bestiary hunting. Unless you've already maxed bestiary, then it's kind of like, why? Alright, you place black hole at the top here. And obviously you do this normal setup where you just stand under here. Luckily he's respawning. I don't know if this guy's gonna face less or west for that, but we're gonna place our overflux. Basically what we're gonna do here is we're gonna jump up and we're gonna wait for him to respawn. Now the way this works is you can loot share. You loot share the mob itself. Buy it from anyone's black hole, but and the way this one works is, well, I just said it. You either loot share it, you drop it, or you yeah. For this one, I think this one you have to get the most damage to get the priority on it, but you don't always get the shard from the black hole anyway, because you can just literally sometimes drop it. Obviously, we have to kill Bob. some reason this high level guy's followed us by mentioning I want to leave. As you can see. Oh, he got the black hole anyway, but as you can see, we received a Barbarian Duke X shard. Pretty cool. And there are other shards you can get. And I can show you in the end, I think. But I can also show you salts. Lushy, if we get a Lushy Lac. Now, this requires charted sea loomies, which I can actually make. And we did craft 4 of them, and as you can see, we can make this, which gives you 1% chance to charm the mobs you defeat and capture their shards, so if we're to do that. It is a consumable, so you right-click it. Let's see you in the end. Hello, you meet me back? I'm in the end. We will right-click our Lushy Lac. Oh, it's left-click. Okay. Okay, right. And now we have our Enderman on as well, so we can get that in charge, just in case. Now you can see we can now charm monster shards for 24 hours, which means every one we kill, obviously you can do this, but honestly, for the amount of Zealot bruises you need to grind, as you can see we just immediately got one. See, it's just as simple as this. You just grind. Now this lobby is a bit bad for this, but it's fine I think. As you can see we got another one, we got 2 shards from it. If we go to our hunting box, which is where you claim shards from, you can see this one's good because it's for more damage against Enderman. You can see Ender Ruler level 6, more Skyblock XP, and apparently 357 now, okay. And you can do that for many mobs. Now if we go back our sheet back on. Now for dungeons, it's kind of annoying. You have to right click, left click every single run. So yeah, it's probably better to black hole in there. And if we warp to the Crimson Isle, with combined with this charm, we may be even able to get the Barbarian Duke X shard. Easier, I guess we could sort. We place this here. We need to wake him up. Place this, and obviously now we have this. It should improve our chances, I think. Maybe. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run out of mana, but that's fine. Go through right here. We should be able to. No, I don't think we charmed it. Oh, we did charm. We charmed Barb Duke X, and we got a shard. See, you don't even need a black hole to do it. You can just charm the shard like that. And that's how charms work. There's also one for fishing mobs, I'm pretty sure. Don't know why there is, but there is a fishing one. I think. Oh, yeah, there is a second tier one, but I'm pretty sure in the collection, Foraging, sea loomies, I think it's the. It might not be that one. It's Lushy Lac. There's the Ocean Andy. It's the same thing for sea creatures, so yeah. No, there are other mobs, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if any of these give any. Well, there is a flaming spider one, okay. So if you're doing Spider Slayer, then. Did I just max up each tree? No, I didn't. So there is that. I don't know what that one does. Let's see. What does Flaming Spider do? Flaming Spider, more damage to spiders. Cool, I care. Maybe let's see if we can upgrade that one. Yeah, I think there's other mobs as well. If we warp to Nest, we can showcase more of the charm feature. Let's see. I think Voracious Spider is one of them, so. I don't know which spider it is, but I think it's Actually, if we warp Arachne, we will be able to find an easier spot to get the Arachne spawned. I don't care. Dude, I need to get down to the bottom. Apparently this guy's up a plan. I'm just here to kill spiders. We'll eventually get out of the spider web. Okay. Now, I don't exactly know which spider it is. I think it's voracious. Well, we got a travel scroll though. Always cool to get that. The 15 down the time. Now, it is a 1% chance, so... Anyway, you got the gist of it. It's just running around killing mobs with salts and you get them. So, yeah. That's that for hunting. Now, this is a very important video as I wanted it to be, because on attributes I don't really care. I think it's a great update. Foraging itself is really fun, especially if you take it slow like I've done. I think it's gonna be great again, especially now there are some bugs like the mining bug, and to be fair, it's a back-end update, so things are gonna go wrong. They're not gonna go perfect, but not much you can do about it. It's just bugs in general. Always will happen, and there's no point trying to say, oh no, they ruined the game. They didn't nerf it. They just had a bit of bug. Oh look, we got a golden garnet shard. I don't know, that's probably Midas touch. Anyway, I think that just about explains everything about to know about the foraging update. I'm gonna have to put this video together. So, see you next time on Hypixel Skyblock episode 1. This will be, I think, maybe